Good morning. The screen's flashing over there. Good morning, hi. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi. We're going to focus today, we're going to review a little bit. We're going to focus today on the Yi part of Xingyi. We've been paying attention Monday, Tuesday. We paid attention to the physical movement, the dynamic in the physical movement of pulling in and releasing. And yesterday we combined that energy with strength to incorporate both in the movement. Today we're going to focus on that's the Xing part, right? So Xing, the outer form, what you're doing, the outer body, how that works. Yi part, I've talked about this quite a bit with the idea behind of being mindful of what we're doing, understanding what the movement is, how we're supposed to do it, body mechanics, all that, as well as paying attention to the internal work, what we're doing in the lower dantian, what we're doing with the energy as we bring it up and extend it through the body. Being mindful of that and combining that with the intent behind the move. What am I trying to do here? What am I trying to do? What's my goal today? Today, there's a part of what's behind the move that is intrinsic to the movement that we're doing, right? That's how it was created. All right, I didn't create any of this. I just learned it. All right, so there's part of it that's intrinsic to the movement. There's part of it that is what we decide to do. Part of what I was doing Monday and Tuesday. What did I decide to do on Monday? Decided to work on pulling in the energy and releasing it. Tuesday, I decided I'm going to work on pulling in the energy, releasing it, and using strength as I release it. A little bit different focus, a little bit different intent. All right? This intent behind is it's so way much more important that I'm trying to struggle with how to say this sufficiently. It's so much more important than it seems. It is. That intent behind, yeah, I'm tripping over it, but I'm going to say it anyway. We can see that today, the intent behind, with the people in Ukraine. They're going to protect their home. That's it. That's it. When we practice in my little studio here, nice, comfy, right? I practice. You practice in your home. You practice wherever you are. And we pay attention to our surroundings. We pay attention to, this is being mindful of, paying attention to our surroundings. We pay attention to how we are engaged with our surroundings. Right? And what's the energy, what's the level of effort, the energy, the level of effort, and the idea behind whatever it is I'm doing. If the idea behind what I'm doing is that I want to develop my skill, I want to practice and develop my skill, I'm going to look at things in a different way than if my idea behind is I need to learn how to do this, and I need to learn it real quick, really darn quick, because I'm going to need to defend myself in the real world. Oh, very different ideas. Very different ideas. That's exactly my point. Very different ideas. And the thought process that we have that goes with each of those is entirely different. In our studies, we need to be aware of both. There are times when we may need to pay attention to how quickly can I learn this, because I'm going to have to use it. There are other times when we look at what we've learned, it's a reaction, and it's there immediately. There are times when it's not there yet, and it would be great if I could do that. Okay? I've been through all of those. The not there yet, I wish I could do that. I've been working on certain things for about 1.5 years now. I'm much better at certain things than I was 1.5 years ago. Progress. The being able to react without thinking, just, I see this, I know it, it's there. That holistic gestalt, being able to see the whole picture all at once, all at the same time. I've told this story before. I was in the downstairs recreation room at a friend's house. Her godniece was going up the stairs. The little girl was about 18 months old. She started up the stairs. I looked at my friend. Is she okay with that? Oh yeah, she does it all the time. Not a problem. All right. Watched her going up the stairs. She got up almost to the top, second step from the top, and decided to stand up. And she wobbled, and she went backward. She tumbled down the stairs, and I caught her before she hit the floor. She thought she went for a little ride. I held her for a minute, smiled at her, laughing. She started laughing. She was fine. And I helped her go up the stairs to where Mom was. Point, I didn't think about what I was doing. I was sitting on the sofa, talking to my friend, watching what was going on. And in that instant, my reflexes took over. I was just there. My friend said, I didn't even see you move. How'd you get over there? Right? My reflexes took over. That's the level that we want to achieve. This is a goal. We want this. This is a good thing, because it gives us the ability to decide what we're going to do. That being mindful of what we're doing, knowing what we're going to do, deciding what we're going to do. And I'm going to go one more beyond that, that meta level where everything is present, and if something is out of place, you can see it immediately, right? Balance problem. I spoke about the correlation in Xingyi between the color of a person's face. Looks a little ashen, looks a little white. Maybe they're having some trouble with the lungs. Looks a little too red. Maybe having a little trouble with the circulation, with the heart, right? These kinds of things, we have to know about them, we have to be aware of them, and then we have to see them. We have to notice What am I paying attention to? If you're paying attention to this one little thing all the time, then all of these other things, only this one. In practice, we want the things that we should pay attention to, all of them. We want to get rid of the things that we don't need to pay attention to. Excuse me. Let's get started. I'm going to take it easy with the physical sets today. We're going to pay a lot more attention to breathing, at this idea of mindfulness, and the idea of the intent behind. Stretch first. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Open the arms. Pull up. Drop shoulders. Wiggle the toes. Hands circle the front. And back around to both sides. Up along center line. Reach out. Keep going. One more. And elbows drop down, wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Okay, we're going to start this morning. I said less physical practice. We're going to start this morning with Santi Bowl. 45 seconds. Right foot back, left foot front. Not too low, right? Just nice and easy. Check your posture. Are you where you should be? Center and ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Sink, step back, circle, right side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And sink. And release. All right, relax for a second. As we practice this idea, think about what we're doing. All right? Practice a couple of times. We're going to go back and forth a couple of times. P-Chuan. I start with P-Chuan most of the time, so okay, we're going to start with P-Chuan. We're going to go back and forth a couple of times, and as you practice, right now, keep in mind the shape of the form and your breathing. I'm going to take it easy. Shape of the form and your breathing. Right foot back, left foot front. The shape of the form and your breathing. Pi Chuan. Pull in. Breathe in. Nice and easy. Extend the left. Drill and split. Pull in. Split. Turn. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pull in, breathe in. Breathe out. Turn. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shape of the form and your breath. What should the movement look like? What should the result be? What's the timing to connect the breath with the movement? What are we looking for? Breathe in, breathe out. All right, relax. Next, we're going to do the same series. Back and forth, Pi Chuan. This time, with the idea in mind that every move is connected above and below through the waist and extends from the lower dantian. Upper body, lower body connection, and the connection through the lower dantian. Same set. Different idea. We need to think about what is the idea, and this is what we're doing today. This is the idea, all right? Use the waist to connect the upper and lower body. Focus on using the lower dantian. Pull in and extend. Pull in and extend. Keep the connection. Turn. And again. Come across again. Go back. Stay connected. As you pull in, focus on the laogong in the center of the palm, pulling into the lower dantian, and extending. And turn again. All right, relax. One more. This idea of connecting through the body. Lower dantian, the outer shape of the form helps to understand what we're doing in the movement. All right, so, yay, what's up next? What we're doing in the movement. Pi Chuan, split. Split. With an axe, I split a log, right? This is the fundamental idea behind what we're doing with Pi Chuan. Pi Chuan has small movements, as I come across here. This splits, come down, and extend. Subtle, it's supposed to be, right? It's not, no, no, no. In developing our skill, we develop the ability to execute and see small, subtle movement. Very small. Not, I did. I just did 3 things there. I did. This skill, the ability to work with subtle movement, depends on our idea. Being mindful of what we're doing, knowing what we're supposed to be doing, being able to do what we're supposed to be doing, right? And then adding the intent behind. What's my intent? I pay attention to the idea behind split. P each one. And pay attention to the subtle movements as well. Right foot back, left foot front. P each one. What's the intent behind P? Split. Pay attention to the intent. Turn. One more. And turn again. Keep going. Pay attention. What are you doing? Split. Turn. One more. And turn around again. Last one. All right. Relax. Each time, the movement that we're doing has a slightly different flavor because of what we're thinking about, what we're paying attention to. As we develop our practice, all of it, this is the all together, all at once, all at the same time, all of it comes together so that I'm paying attention to the outer shape of the movement, paying attention to the inner circulation of energy, and paying attention to the intent behind the particular punch, the particular movement that I'm doing. And I'm trying to keep all of that well coordinated so that I've got all my plates spinning all at the same time. Alright? Paying attention to all of those things individually. This is part of my lesson for today. Paying attention to all of those things individually will not get you there. Alright? So imagine this, we're going to do the whole series, all 5 elements, with everything. So, we're going to pay attention. I've got a lineup of little alphabet blocks, color blocks, your choice. And I can see, I use color blocks. I can see a red one, and here's a blue one, and here's a yellow one, and a green one, and a pink one, and an orange one, and a purple one, and a black one, and a green one, another green one. All right, I got a whole bunch of them. If I look at each one individually, I can certainly see each one individually. Can't practice like that. My blocks are here. I need to take a step back and be able to see all of them all together at the same time. Pay attention to the outer shape of the form. Pay attention to the dynamic, A, B, C, D, E, right? Outer shape of the form, the dynamic of the movement. The inner circulation, the inner connection through the lower body and the upper body, through the waist and the lower dantian, with the breath, and the intent behind each of the punches. We're going to go back and forth a couple, 3 times. All together, all at the same time. Take that step back, open the mind, and pull in. Everything all together. Nothing left out. Turn. Petron one more time. And change to Tron, drill. What's the intent behind drill? Close in. Drill. Close. Drill. Twist. And turn in. Twist. Turn. One more. Come back around. Right hand, right foot. Bung Chuan. What's the intent behind Bung Chuan? Burst. Keep the right foot forward. Left fist. Right fist. Close in. Keep the left foot front. Punch with the left. Punch with the right. Pull in. Step through. Breathe. Everything all together, all at once, all at the same time, and go. One more. Turn. Right foot, right fist. Step to the left. Pull in. Pow Tron. Step a little bit to the right. And now to the left. Pull in. One more. Everything all together, all at once, all at the same time, and go. Use strength. Stay focused. Know where you're going before you get there. Turn, pull in. One more. And turn. Step up on the right. Right hand under. Step out left. Hung Chuan. Step up. Right hand pull down. Hongchuan. Crossing. Come across. Not too much, not too little. Use the waist, not the fist. Turn. Pull in, come across. Again. Turn. All right. Relax. As we pay attention to what goes behind each move, physical, internal work, breathing, all of it comes together in each move. The connection between, the space between each move, tiny bit of space, is an opportunity to focus on what we're doing and get just that little bit more clarity in that big picture that we're looking at. All right, so imagine that you're looking at this big picture. You got the alphabet blocks or the color blocks, right? You see everything going on around you, big picture, right? Movie screen, right? And your movie screen is all blurry except for just one part. Okay, because that's what you're paying attention to. Right? It's not blurry. It shouldn't be blurry. All of it, all together, all at the same time. Okay? This concept, everything, bring it all together, is one of the things that we focus on inside Tibu. 3 points practice. Bring it all together, right? So, I'm going to go the other side. Here. I'm not trying to move, right? My goal is to discover anything that might be an impediment to my movement, to my moving. I didn't pick one, right? So my lower back is a little tight. Yeah, yeah, left hip is not cooperating today. But, all right, knowing these things is part of our practice. We need to find out. Outer form, the mindfulness that we put toward paying attention. Again, start with a checklist. Here's all the things I need to pay attention to. Lay it out. Take a little step back so that you can see all of it all together. Everything working together. How does all of this, my outer movement, my inner movement, turning the waist, moving the foot, where do I place it, how does all of that, my intent behind, how does all of that contribute to what I'm doing? We're going to do two things right now. Okay, so this is the intent behind, and then I have a couple more things to say, but this is the intent behind. This time we're going to use Pao Tron. Okay? And the first time, right now, we're doing this. The first time we go through, imagine that you are in a garden, nice garden, and there's an arbor, and there's some vines that are kind of hanging down. And the only way to pass through the arbor, it's long, right? The only way to pass through this arbor is to move the vines out of the way. Move the vines out of the way. All right. Pay attention to that idea this time through. Right foot back, left foot front. Pouch one, we're going to step out to the left. That nice little arbor going through here, little vines, we got to move them out of the way. All right, and step up. And nice vines. Smells great. Step through. And go back through. Yeah. Oh, that. Very gently. You don't have to push very hard. You just need to move them out of the way. Relax. All right. Now we're going to do it again. You knew this was coming, right? We're going to do this again. And it's not an arbor. It's an array of steel bars. And they're hot. They're very hot. Yeah. Not so much fun. Pay attention. As this arm rolls up, roll through and extend out. Extend that energy out just a little bit. That roll, keep your arm from getting burnt. Step up, roll the arm. Punch goes between. Step up, roll the arm, move. Step up. Make sure your arm rolls. Again. One more time. Back through. That upper arm, pay attention to it. Make sure that it rolls outward. Don't lose your focus. And relax. Different. Different intent. Different idea in mind. This really does work. Roll through. Up along the center and roll it out. That motion, the physics behind that motion, moves the object away without having to use so much force, which means that my arm, if I'm imagining it's a very hot piece of metal that I'm going up against, my arm doesn't press against it. My arm moves it out of the way and can withdraw to go do something else. Okay. Ideally, I got sleeves I can wear, but point is that this kind of practice, where we take a scenario to understand how to apply force through the movement, my scenario with the plants, I got some vines, they're growing down, they're nice vines, I don't want to hurt them, they're great, just move them out of the way. Light, not much force, pay attention to the dynamic of the movement, and that's about it. I don't have to apply very much. It's comfy. Same arbor, not hanging vines, very hot metal rods, and I'm still going through. Different thought process, different method of how am I going to apply this movement. We did the same movement. How am I going to apply this movement in this scenario? It should have felt different. If you had that idea in mind, it would have felt different. This is the Yi in Xingyi. This is how we develop our skills and our abilities, both internal and external, in practice. Today, I'm going to stop here. This was my intent. This is to be the last in this series for Xingyi's 5 elements. So I've talked about the outer form quite a bit. Beat up on that a lot. I've talked about the intent behind and some of the idea of application in all of the punches. Some of it's just really obvious. It's punch. It is. How we do that, Tron, how we do that is something else that I beat up on quite a bit. The inner workings, what we're paying attention to, how we think about each of the movements that we do. Not only in terms of the way that we need to think. So, I need to think about this is where I put my foot, I need to think about this is how I breathe, I need to, right? The things that that litany of things that I must do as part of my practice. And then we have the optional things, which we did this morning, with taking this idea of where am I? Because the goal is to pay full attention to your full surroundings, the full alphabet, all the colors. You're paying full attention to your surroundings. What are your surroundings? Where are you? I've been a bunch of different places. Yeah, I'm glad that I paid attention. I am. I really am. It could have been a problem if I hadn't been paying attention. So I'm glad I did. Where are you? We used an example of an arbor with plants and the same arbor with burning metal rods. And I picked those 2 examples deliberately. To pay attention to how we move, the kinds of movements that we have as part of Xingyi, Xing part, and what we can do with them, the Yi part. Alright. I'm going to end here. We have one more. One more real quick. 5 elements linking form. Not too fast, not too slow. Alright? Small room. Just a little bit. Salute. It's part of being ready, and come on up. Close. Step in, Bung Chuan. Step back, Pung Chuan. Step in, Bung Chuan. Side up, down, Pao Chuan. Slice, Pi Chuan. slice, slice, Chuan Chuan, little jump, Bong Chuan, turn, step through, Bong Chuan, step back, Hung Chuan, and close. Alright, now I'm done. The series here ends today. Monday, I'll be back with Xingyi 12 Animals. We're going to start that series. We will have reviews, and I will be making a recorded series of the 5 elements with each one individually, as well as the 5 elements linking forms. So it will be a little bit more accessible to just view what those are, and then the series that we've just completed for those who'd like to learn. Tomorrow, Thursday, Wudang Qigong. Friday, Wudang Qigong Advanced Series. Hope you'll join me. Thank you.